Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Currently, it's the Jets in possession of the football as we get back into the action in quarter two.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch the edge. Hit it.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. Two quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for two. From the gun, Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
I like this.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. If you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And out come the Dolphins now. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now this throw caught left side. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Set. 60 or. I'm coming. Ready?
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
58, right there. Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Here we go.
8 yards first down as they're able to convert.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll give this to Bell running right, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A screen to Bell. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Zerline good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Willis picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
They'll set up to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the counter, here's Bell. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Goes underneath for Bell. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now Balaj. And he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shoot.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And tough going